Alright, hello everybody and welcome on back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I will be giving you guys a Power League guide for this Power League season, September 2021. I will first go over all of the maps that will be in this Power League season's map rotation. I will be telling you guys the best composition as well as some other good picks and some basic strategies for every map so that you all will be able to win and get yourselves hopefully the opportunity to buy that Wizard Byron skin. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off with all of the maps. So we have 5 game modes in this season of Power League. We have Gem Grab, Brawl Ball, Bounty, Heist and Hot Zone. There is no Siege in this season of Power League. That's right, Siege has been removed from matchmaking. So we have 5 game modes and we have 3 maps of each game mode, which leads us to having 15 maps in rotation. So the Gem Grab maps are going to be Hard Rock Mine, Crystal Arcade and Undermine. The Brawl Ball maps are going to be Super Stadium, Pinball Dreams and Backyard Bowl. The Bounty maps are going to be Hideout, Dry Season and Layer Cake. The Heist maps are going to be Hot Potato, Pit Stop and Bridge Too Far. And the Hot Zone maps are going to be Dueling Beetles, Ring of Fire and Parallel Plays. So from all of these 15 maps, there are 2 new ones which were added into the game this update, those being Hideout and Bridge Too Far. So for these 2 specific maps, I may not know the best comps or the best brawlers entirely, but I have an idea of which brawlers would be good, but I may not know the exact best 3 for those 2 maps. So if this is the first video you have watched of mine, hello, my name is ABK, it's good to have you all here. I primarily make a lot of content like this. I have a series called Brawlises where we go over things like this. So before this video, Brawlises was about going over every 3v3 game mode and looking at the best map for every brawler of each 3v3 game mode. You can go and check that out. I will leave the playlist link in the description down below. And this is going to be episode number 8 of Brawlises. This is going to be the Power League guide for this season. I'll be making a Power League guide for every season, so if you want to watch that, make sure to subscribe and to leave a like. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first map is going to be Hard Rock Mine. The best comp is going to be 8-Bit, Bell and Rico. So you're going to want Rico on the right lane, Bell on the left lane and 8-Bit as your gem carrier. You're going to want Rico with his bouncy castle gadget and his super bouncy star power, just bouncing his shots all over on the right lane so that no one can get close to you. Bell is just a great brawler in the meta right now, definitely top 5, top 10 level. She is busted. Her super is going to be really good targeting brawlers. You're going to want to primarily target any tanks or say the gem carrier. That's going to be really good. And then 8-Bit as your gem carrier, going to be really solid. He does a good amount of damage. His turret can help the entire team. You're going to want to put it behind a wall and you're going to want to take the teleporting gadget just so that if you're in a bad situation, you can always teleport back to your turret. Alright. Other picks are going to be Ruffs. Ruffs is just a great brawler on this map. He can bounce his shots over the walls as well, which is a nice touch. His super is going to be really good for your teammates, giving them that extra attack and that extra health. Pam is going to be a really good aggressive brawler on this map. She can get into the grass and infiltrate from there and attack the opponents. Her second gadget is going to be really good, the new one which will suck the opponent's ammo and it will give you extra ammo so they won't be able to attack while you will be able to destroy them. Then we have Rosa. You're going to want your Unfriendly Bushes gadget because that's just going to be busted. You're going to know where everyone is if they are hiding in a bush and you're going to be able to slow them down so you can get close to them and destroy all of them. And you're going to want Plant Life because that just works really well with a lot of bushy maps. Then we have Leon, a solid brawler on this map as well. His second gadget going to be decent, going to be helpful for your team, giving you that invisibility. And Leon just has a lot of sneaky abilities which can be useful on this map. Sandy going to be solid on bushy maps as well. Putting that super is going to be insane here. Healing winds is what I prefer. And if you have the Sweet Dreams gadget, that's going to be insane here as well. Just stunning the opponents so that the rest of the team can get in there and kill them all. And then we've got Spike. Spike is going to be a good brawler here as well, especially with Curveball and with his second gadget, which spawns the Cactus, who can tank for 3500 health and can heal you up. So that's going to be great for a Spike lane battle. So you want to basically use that, and so that you can block the lane shots whoever you're facing on your lane, and then you get healed from it as well, which is going to be really nice. Then we move on to Crystal Arcade. The best combo is going to be Sandy, Squeak and Tara. So here I don't have an out and out gem carrier, I know, but I'm going to put Squeak as my gem carrier. Okay, I haven't had the ability to play a lot of Squeak, alright, because I don't have Squeak on my accounts, but I have watched a lot of Squeak gameplay. So I believe he can be a decent gem carrier here. If he isn't the best gem carrier, you can swap one of the brawlers with another good gem carrier like a Bell here, Piper, etc. Alright, that's gonna be your choice. I've just put this team here. The rest of the picks are as good as well. Okay, so getting into it, with the way that I've put this, you're going to want Squeak as your gem carrier, and you're going to want Sandy and Tara on either lane. Sandy again here, this map has bushes. You can put your Healing Winds gadget to heal your teammates, or you can go for Rude Sands and deal 100 damage to everyone so that you'll be able to spot them if they're hiding in bushes. That's a great thing as well. And the Sweet Dreams gadget is still busted right now, even though it did get a nerf. It's still a really good gadget. Squeak is insane in the meta right now. He's gotten a lot of buffs. He's going to be crazy. His super has no delay, which is crazy again. It's going to be very powerful and very OP right now. And then you've got Tara, who can use her support from Beyond gadget, and Tara pulls, if you can work them well, they're going to be really nice. She can, if you can win lane with her, you can basically just get your super every time and kill your opponent every time, so you'll practically win lane always like that. Looking at other picks, we've got Bell. Bell again going to be really solid here as a gem carrier or even as a lane brawler here. She can work well in both ways. Then you've got Spike. Once again, similarly to the last map, you're going to want to use his second gadget to win the lane. And then you're going to want Curveball here so that you can land your shots behind the walls as well. Ruffs, again, it's the same reason as the last map. He can bounce his attacks off, which is going to be nice. His super is the most important thing though, which will really help your teammates out. You want to give it first to the gem carrier and then to your other teammate. Then we've got Pam, again really good aggressive brawler here. You want to use the second gadget at all costs, and you also want to take Mama Squeeze because that's just the best build for Pam. Then we've got Mortis here, a really good pick as well. He no longer needs the Coiled Snake star power to get his Coiled Snake attribute. You have that always, and Coiled Snake reduces the time from 4.5 seconds to 3 seconds. That is why you're going to want to go with Creepy Harvest from now on, which will basically give you a lot of health every time you get a kill, which is going to be really nice because if people group up, you can basically just attack them, kill them all, and you'll be at full health almost every time. Then you've got Piper, a really solid gem carrier here. Piper has always been really good in gem grab, mainly as a gem carrier. Not that much as a lane, but still Piper gonna be really good. You want to take snappy sniping here, I would say. There aren't that many bushes, so that ambush can actually be good because those walls can also be broken easily. So you want to keep that in mind, and you want to take auto aimer here, not homemade recipe, because as a gem carrier you don't want people getting close to you because people might play Rosa, right? You don't want the Rosa to get close to you. You want to keep your distance. Then we've got Undermine. The best comp here is going to be Tara, Squeak and Bell. Okay, So you're going to want Bell as your gem carrier in this one, and you're going to want Squeak and Tara on either lane. So with Tara here, I prefer support from beyond, but if you want, the first gadget can work as well. The one which lets you see everything in the bushes. That can be useful, but I still prefer support from beyond. Here, Squeak again is just insane in the meta. You're going to see a lot of Squeak in this, okay? And Belle again. Her shots are just really strong. Her super is massively OP. It's all gonna work really well. Other picks, we've first got Sandy once again. The Sweet Dreams gadget, if it's used correctly, you can win lane on this map, which is going to be really strong. Spike again, really good at winning lane. His second gadget is going to be the most important thing for you to win lane, so you have to use it properly. Then we've got Amber, a strong brawler. You just have to auto him with Amber and you'll be able to destroy everyone, which is going to be really nice. Then you've got Crow again, a good lane over here. You're going to want the slowing toxin gadgets so that you can slow your opponents down, which can be really helpful. And I prefer extra toxic rather than carrion chrome, but that is your call overall. I prefer extra toxic, you might prefer carrion chrome. Both star powers are pretty good. Then we've got Piper, another option for a mid on this map. Again, you want to run auto aimer here, and I still prefer snappy sniping here. But if you really don't hit that many shots, you can go for that ambush for that extra 800 damage. And then we've got Ems. Ems again is just really solid here. Her CC is gonna be great with her super. CC stands for crowd control, if you guys did not know. And yeah, Ems can work as a gem carrier or even as a lane here. I prefer Ems as a lane, but if you have to do it, you can run Ems as a gem carrier as well. Ems again gonna be really solid on this map. And yeah, you should be able to wreck shop with her. Alright, now moving on to Brawl Ball. The first map is going to be Super Stadium. The best comp here is going to be Barley, Tara and Sandy. So Barley is almost the best brawler on this map no matter what. Barley is going to be insane as a lane here. You're also going to want Tara on the lane and you're going to want Sandy staying in the middle, helping both sides. So with Barley here, both gadgets are going, not both gadgets, both star powers are going to be really good here, but I prefer medical use here. But you can run extra noxious as well. That's going to be your call. For gadgets, you're going to want to take Herbal Tonic always. I think Herbal Tonic is just better on this map overall. It also heals your teammates, which is going to be really nice. And yeah, you're going to want to play Barley in a way that you can win lane every time. So Barley counters brawlers like Ems, Tara, Sandy, etc. on this map. So if you have a good Barley, you're going to do really well here. Tara also going to be really good here. And then you've got Sandy once again. Sweet Dreams gadget, if used correctly, can basically give you a free goal. If you are attacking and if you've got three people grouped up trying to defend, you can just go the other way with Sandy, use your gadget, they'll be stunned, and then you can just score really easily. That's going to be a really good strat as well. Other picks, first up we've got Belle, once again really solid brawler on this map. Again, you want to use her in mid. You want her to keep on using her attacks, and if they group up, the projectiles can bounce from one another, which is going to be really good as well. Then you've got B, again solid mid option here. You want to save her 3k hits, you want to go with insta reload, just going to be overall better over here. Nita can be a decent lane option here as well. You're going to want to use her bear properly though, as that's what makes her really good on this map. You're going to want to go with Bear With Me and Fur as the combo for this. Then you've got Ems, a really solid option on this map as well. CC is the name of the game here. It's going to be really strong. Then you've got Squeak, again really solid option here, going to work really well as a mid or even as a lane. And then you've got Spike as a lane. Again, he's going to be really solid on this map. Then we've got Pinball Dreams. The best comp is going to be Squeak, Barley and Belle. So once again, you're going to want Barley on the lane here, primarily on the left I would say. You're going to want Belle as your mid and Squeak as, well, a hybrid. You're going to want him as a mid slash lane on the right side, okay? So with Squeak, basically what you want to do is you want to go on the right, but you want to attack both ways. So you're gonna want to help both sides. It depends on where the opponents are. Let us say two of them are in mid, one is on left, because that does happen sometimes on this map. You're going to want to stay as a hybrid mid, and you're going to want to attack from there. And you can also sometimes rush onto the right side as well. Then with Barley again, he's going to be really solid on this map. He can basically counter certain lanes like I mentioned earlier. He's going to be really strong in that sense. And then you've got Bell. Now on this map, as a mid brawler, a lot of brawlers can stack in the middle, so you're going to want to use your attacks and try to make them bounce, which will be really annoying for the opponents. Other picks, you've got Ems first up. Ems, you're going to want her as a lane here. Definitely Ems going to be really solid on this map again. She's just a good brawler on Brawl Ball, right? She's really decent on almost all of the maps. Then you've got Tara again. Use her as a lane here, not as a mid. You're gonna want to save those Tara pulls for the best scenarios, right? Because it does take time to charge. And you want to take support from beyond here as always to help you win lane. Then you've got B, a really strong mid here as well. Because people group up, it might be easier for you to hit your shots in the middle. And with B's range, you can even help out on either lane, which is going to be really good. Sandy here going to be used as a lane no matter what. Sweet Dreams again is the name of the game. You want to save those gadgets, do not waste them, because they're going to help you out a lot if they're used properly. Then we have Brock, again a decent mid option here. You can even try him out as a lane if you wish to. You want to primarily use his rocket fuel gadget to break the walls. That's going to be your main goal. And Brock did get a nerf, an emergency nerf right now, but Brock is still going to be a top 10 brawler in the meta in my opinion. He's still going to be really solid, so you're going to want to use him like that. And then we've got Stu. Stu did get nerfed. He's also a really good brawler in the meta right now, probably top 10 as well. You're going to want to use him here with his gas heal, star power and breakthrough gadget on the lane. On whichever lane you're going to go to, you want to break the wall there. And then from there, you just want to attack super away, dodge the attacks and heal yourself. And then you can just wreck your opponent. Alright, then we have Backyard Brawl. The best comp is going to be Bell, Crow and Spike. So here you're going to want Bell as your mid. You want Crow on the left lane and Spike on the right lane. So this is going to be a very passive map overall. That's why these brawlers are going to be really good. Spike here is going to be on the right. You're going to want his second gadget again. It's just going to be better overall. And Curveball. And you're going to want to win your lanes. So you want to use it to take in the attacks and to heal yourself. The gadget I'm talking about. And then you can also help out in mid with Curveball because it has a really good range. Crow here going to be really good as well. You want slowing toxin and extra toxic in my opinion. Once again, Carrion Crow, it can be good. You can go for it if you wish to win those 1v1s. And then you've got Belle here going to be really strong as a mid. She can attack basically everywhere on the map, everywhere the opponents might be, unless they're hiding behind a wall. And here, you know, this is going to be a very passive map again, so you're going to need to team kill most likely, unless you're going to be able to score. Other picks, you've got Piper first up, going to be a really strong mid here. Here you're going to want homemade recipe as well as snappy sniping. Piper going to be one of the best brawlers on this map as well, just because of the way the map is. It's going to be a very open map, so you're going to want to play passively. Then you've got B, another solid mid option again, not as good as Piper or Belle, but still can work out. You've got Byron, a great brawler who deals a good amount of damage with his attacks and can heal his teammates as well, which is going to be really good. The best thing about him, I would say, is that his super can go over walls. So in case anyone is hiding behind a wall, you can just throw your super there and deal a good amount of damage. Then we've got Brock again, really strong brawler on this map. You want to break the opponent's walls. Firstly, that's going to be the most important thing for you to do. And Brock just does a lot of damage overall. If people group up, you can just tap and they will all take about 4,800 damage or something, which can basically kill every sharpshooter. Then we have Squeak here. Squeak going to be great as a lane here as well. You want to use him on the lane, and if again people are hiding behind a wall, you can throw your super there. It has no delay at all. It's going to be very difficult to dodge, and you will be able to get at least 2 to 3 of your hits off of that super. Then you've got Stu here, going to be another decent option here. You're going to want to play him as a lane. You want to try and use a breakthrough gadget to break their walls again, but yeah, gas a heal as well together. That's going to be really annoying for opponents to face. Alright, moving on to Hideout. This is a new map that was added into the game this update. So I am actually not 100% certain on the meta for this map, who the best brawlers should be, and like just all of the best brawlers overall. On the screen you will see what I think should be the best 3 comp, and then the other brawlers that are going to be good on this map. I'm not going to go in depth about it because I'm not 100% certain about it. So yeah, you guys can just see this, and yeah, let's move on to the next map. Next up we have Dry Season. The best combo is going to be Tick, Sprout and Ruffs. So this map is again going to be a very passive one. You're going to want Tick and Sprout as the lanes, and you're going to want Ruffs sort of in the middle, or you all can group up together for this map. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. You're going to want to get that first star. That first star is going to be very important on this map. This is a very passive map. You're going to want to get that. Okay, now there are 2 ways you can play it. You can either play Tick and Sprout on each lane, and you're going to play Ruffs as your mid, attacking and bouncing his attacks through the walls, getting a super and giving a super to the Tick and Sprout first. Okay, Tick and Sprout is going to be really important for them to get that super. So with Tick here, you're going to want to go with automatic reload to get that reload speed, and you're going to want to go with your shield gadget to prevent dying pretty much, because bounty, you want to stay alive whenever you can. With the Sprout, you're going to want to go with your photosynthesis star power, and you're going to go with the gadget that heals you for 2000 health. I've forgotten the name of the star power, my bad. Now the other way you can play on this is basically all grouping up. Ruffs with his second star power, which will give his teammates extra HP every second. You can go that way as well, and then you can just go Tick and Sprout staying there together and just preventing the opponents from getting anywhere close to you. Other picks here, first up Nani, going to be really great here with the number of walls there. You can wall peek, which is going to be really good, and return to sender going to be OP here as always. Then you've got Mr. P, good option here. His turret going to be really strong here as well. You're going to want to go with handle with care here, because there aren't that many walls. But no, there are a lot of walls on this map, so you're going to want to go with revolving door, not handle with care. Then we've got Piper, again good lane option here, lane or mid. Piper can work both ways. You want to go with the homemade recipe to get those kills, and then you want to go with snappy sniping. Brock again going to be a really good option here, can break walls, can deal a lot of burst damage, really good option there. Bell here as well going to be really strong. People do in fact like to group up on this, so the bouncing projectile is going to be really good for you. And then we've got Byron here, good option on bounty, can heal, can deal damage, going to be really solid. Then we've got Layer Cake. The best combo is going to be Tick, Sprout and Brock. So on this map you're going to want Brock as your lane, you're going to want Sprout as your mid, and you're going to want Tick as your right lane. So with Brock here, he's going to be doing a lot of damage again as always. Really strong brawler in bounty, you all know it, so do I. Then you've got Sprout here as your mid. You want photosynthesis and you want the healing gadget again, going to be really nice for you. And then you've got Tick on the right lane, going to be annoying people all over the place, because Tick is probably one of the best brawlers in bounty and one of the most annoying brawlers in the game for sure. Other picks have got Stu. First up, you want to play him as a lane. You want to break the opponent walls with your breakthrough gadget. That's always going to be really good. Mr. Pier can be a good option as well because the map is so passive. The turrets can get really annoying for the opponents. Going to be great there. Then you've got Piper, again good option here. You can run ambush on this map because there is a lot of grass. Ambush is a viable option here. Squeak going to be a good mid or a lane here. Really solid, good range, good super insane damage. You've got Bell here again. You know, these are the usual best brawlers in Bounty. You all know how it works. Going to do a lot of damage. That's going to be really nice. And then you have got Mortis, going to be a decent option here as well. With Mortis, you basically want to play aggressive all the time. It doesn't matter as much if you die a lot because you're going to deal a lot of damage, or you're going to waste their gadgets or their supers, and then your teammates can finish them off, which is going to be really good. So with Mortis here, you want to play aggressive, not passive. Alright, now moving on to Heist. The first map is going to be Hot Potato. The best comp is going to be Barley, Rico and Colette. So here you're going to want Barley on the left lane, Rico on the right lane and Colette as your mid. Barley here going to be a really good lane as well. You have walls to hide from and you're going to want to take the extra noxious star power as well as the herbal tonic gadget. One thing you can do with Barley is you're going to want to go up the left lane, and you can see that one intersection there towards the top left. You can actually hide over there and just deal damage. That's right, you can reach the safe from there with Barley's range. So you're going to be able to deal a lot of damage there. It's going to be difficult for the opponents to get to you, and that's just going to be a really strong way of playing the game. Then you've got Rico on the right lane, going to be really good here with Super Bouncy and Bouncy Castle. You have the walls. Rico, probably the best brawler on this map if used correctly. Going to be really strong here. Super going to do a lot of damage here as well. And then you've got Colette, great mid over here. Her super deals a lot of damage to the high safe as well. Going to be really strong over there. And going to be really overpowered actually. It deals about I think 8 to 10%. I'm not sure of that. But it deals a good number of damage. Other picks, first up we've got Spike. Spike always going to be a good pick on Heist because of the amount of damage that he does to the high safe. It's insane. Popping Pincushion also does a lot of damage here, so you're going to want to go with that. Crow here going to be a decent lane option. You can slow people down. Once you get your super, you can jump onto the high safe, which is going to be really good, going to deal an insane amount of damage. Then you've got Dynamite here, really strong option. I know Dynamite probably bottom 5 or something most people would say, but he's going to be good in Heist, especially on this map. You have walls to hide from, you can deal a lot of damage with your attacks. Super with Demolition can deal 4000 damage, which is absolutely crazy. And once again, like Barley, you can hide behind the walls and just deal damage like that. We've got BB here, and OK mid, can push people back. Her bubble can do a good amount of damage. You can bounce it off of the walls, which is going to be really nice. Bell here going to be a decent option, mainly for targeting the opponents, not as much as dealing damage onto the safe. Then you've got 8-bit here, good mid. You can put your turret behind a wall. You're gonna want the gadget which gives you 18 projectiles, not 12. And you can just destroy the safe like that as well. Next up we have Pit Stop. The best combo is going to be Barley, Rico and Brock. Once again, similar to last map, you're going to want Barley and Rico on the lanes, and you're going to want Brock as your mid. Firstly, you're going to want to break the opponent walls there, which are ahead of the high safe. With Brock mainly, you're going to want to use your gadget to break the walls. Barley, you're going to want him to go up the left lane, hide behind the intersection of walls at the top left there, and once again go there and deal damage to the safe. That's just how you want to play it. And with Rico, you want to push up the right lane and bounce your attacks off the wall and deal damage with Super Bouncy. That's going to be a really good way of dealing damage. Then you have Spike here, again great option in Heist, almost in every Heist map. He's going to be really strong here as well. Buzz going to be a good brawler here because of his super. He can go up the map really easily with his gadget. So you use a gadget when you're respawning, and you can basically use it to get to the opponent's side really quickly. That's going to help you out a lot here. And Buzz can stun as well, which is going to be really nice. Then you've got Dynamite here. He can hide behind the walls, deal a lot of damage. He's going to be a good option here as well. Then you've got Ems here, going to be a good lane as well. She deals a lot of damage overall. She's going to be really strong as well. Then we have got Nita here. Nita is going to be a good lane here. You want to take Hyper Bear 100% of the time, and you're going to want to take 4 so that the bear Bruce has more health and thus can deal more damage. And then you have Bull here as a different option. He's going to be an interesting pick. Most people will not expect it. You're going to want Bull because he can deal a lot of damage. Old school Heights, you used to have Daryl and Bull dealing the damage, used to be the damage dealers there. But yeah, Bull gonna be a decent option here as well. If you can break the walls with Bull's super, that's gonna be very helpful for your teammates. Alright, now moving on to Bridge Too Far. Once again, this is a new map that was added into the meta, into the game, this update I should say. So I'm not sure of the meta entirely. You again can see on my screen what I think should be the best comp and the other good brawlers on this map. I'm not going to go in depth about it again because I'm not sure of what the exact meta is. It might change, I might be wrong, who knows. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that. You can see it on your screen, and yeah, let's move on to the next map. And now moving on to Hot Zone, we start off with Dueling Beetles. The best comp is going to be Amber, Belle and Sandy. So here you're going to want Amber as your lane, Belle as your mid and Sandy as your lane. Now here there's only one zone, so you have to remember only one person should stay on the zone at all times, not all three of you, because that's going to be pointless, okay? So you're going to want one person in the zone and then the other two on the lanes. So here Amber going to be really strong. She can burn grass, which will be really nice. You can just auto aim, she will destroy people. It's going to work out really well for you. Sandy going to be great here as well. His super can cover the entire zone, healing your teammates with healing winds or dealing damage to your opponents with root sands. Going to be really strong there. Belle always going to be a good option on hot zone because of her gadgets. You can put them onto the zone so that the opponents take damage when they come in, and obviously she deals a lot of damage as well. Going to be really good there. Then we've got Lou. Lou can be an interesting option here. Lou can freeze people and Lou's super covers the entire zone. So you can play him like that as well, and he'll be really strong. Then you've got Penny. Now I know Penny is probably one of the worst brawlers in the meta, but I've put Penny here because of her super, which basically can do all of the work for you, okay? Penny can be a good option here, you know, putting your turret on the left or right away from your opponents, but letting it attack the zone. So that's going to be really good as well. They're going to have to go and take out your turret, otherwise it's going to get really annoying and you'll probably win. Then you've got Ems here. Ems going to be really strong as well as a mid. Here she can attack really well. She can use her super behind a wall to deal damage as well. That's a really good way of playing her. Then you've got Squeak here. Squeak's attack covers most of the zone. That is really helpful as well. Squeak's super can basically cover the entire zone, so you can play him really well here as well. Then you've got Sprout here as a decent mid option again, using his super. Going to be really helpful here to block off your enemies. And obviously Sprout with his shield. Sprout can get very annoying at times as well. So you want to bounce your shots off, and you want to use your super as well, and you want the shield star power, photosynthesis. And then you've got Bo here, again a decent mid option. You want to put your bow mines onto the zone, and here you can run any gadget you want. I also know that the first gadget is good, second gadget is good as well. You can run it whichever way you prefer. Then we have Ring of Fire. The best comp is going to be Belle, Leon and Ruffs. So over here you're going to want Belle as your mid, Ruffs on the left lane, Leon on the right lane. So here basically you're going to want Belle as your mid. You want Belle to attack onto the grass on the opponent's side firstly to scout out where the people are. You're going to want Leon to put his second gadget onto the zone which will basically give you invisibility, which is going to be really helpful there as well. And you want Leon to scout out the left side. I've seen a lot of people play Take or Sprout here. Honestly, they're not great on this map whatsoever. If you have an aggressive brawler like a Leon who can just go into the grass and destroy the Take or Sprout, so yeah, that's how you're going to want to play them. So don't play throwers on this map. They're not great on this map at all. And then you've got Ruffs here on the right lane. He can go into the opponent's base as well. You're going to want him to get his super as quick as you can and give it to the Belle or the Leon. That would be really good as well. Ruffs is going to be a solid option on this map overall. You can even use his first gadget when someone is in the zone. And basically with his second gadget, you can just attack the entire zone basically with all of the 7 to 8 projectiles. That's going to be really good. Then you've got Lou here, a good mid option on this map. His super covers the entire zone. So when you put your super down, no one will really be able to enter or they will get frozen. If you want, you can also take the second gadget so that you can pretty much guarantee a freeze after a few seconds, which will be really nice. Amber gonna be a solid option here as well. Burning the opponent's grass is going to be very important. And she can just wreck people off on this map as well, just staying in the opponent's base and destroying all of them one after another. Then you've got Stu here, going to be a good left lane option. You want to use breakthrough to break the wall there in case there are any throwers. So like if you don't have an aggressive brawler, you can use Stu. I mean, Stu is an aggressive brawler, but you can break the walls so that your other teammates can attack him as well. Stu just going to be good on this map overall as well. Castle Heal going to be really good here. Then you've got Rico on this map. Rico can be a decent option here. You have a few walls and just Rico deals a lot of damage as well. Rico can be good here. Even attacking from the left lane, bouncing the attacks off, going to be good in that way. Then you've got Piper on this map, going to be a solid mid option here as well. Piper just deals a lot of damage and Piper can cover a lot of areas. If anyone gets close to her super away, they won't be able to take it at all. And then you've got Pam here, an aggressive brawler to counter the throwers and people who are just camping on the opponent's side. You want Pam to push up the left lane and to attack people from there using her second gadget, sucking all the ammo and then destroying them. That's how you want to play Pam on this map. And now moving on to the final map, we have parallel plays. The best comp is going to be Belle, Sandy and Ruffs. So here you're going to want Sandy on the left lane, Belle as the mid and Ruffs on the right lane. So you're going to want Sandy to go on to the zone on your spawn firstly. If anyone comes near it, you want to use your Sweet Dreams gadget, stun them and then finish them off with the help of Belle, right? You can do that as well. Then you've got Ruffs pushing up the right lane. You want him to basically just push and annoy the brawlers there, and then you want Belle to help out as well. And with Belle, you basically just want to help out both of your other brawlers in whatever they are doing. So you want Belle to basically stay in mid and just cover everything basically. And Belle just deals a lot of damage again. People can group up on the zones, so you can bounce your projectiles off. That's going to be really good as well. Other picks, you've got Leon as a great option. You can put his second gadget behind a wall so that you can get that invisibility. That's going to be really good as well. Leon also just can sneak up and deal an insane amount of damage. Going to be really strong as well. Then you've got Amber here. Amber can hold her lane. Amber can burn the grass so that no one can sneak onto you. You'll know where they are at all times. That's a great thing to have. Stu gonna be a good option here as well. Stu using his gas heal gadget again and again and again. Going to be really strong as well. You want Stu to push up the right lane in this case so that he can super his way onto the opponent's side and try and destroy them all. Then you have Ems here. Ems gonna be a great right lane brawler. Ems can push up really well, deal a lot of damage as well. And once Ems can get her super, you can just charge your way into there slowly and you'll be able to beat your opponent as well in a 1v1. Then you've got Byron here. Byron gonna be a great mid here because of the reason that he can heal. your teammates as well as attack your opponents. That just works really well here. And if anyone needs a lot of healing at once, you can splash your super there, heal them as well. So Byron gonna be a great mid on this map. Don't really use him as a lane. I prefer having Byron as a mid here, but you can play him as a lane if you wish to. And then you've got Pam here. Pam gonna be a great brawler on the left lane because of the fact that Pam can put her super behind a wall. With Mama Squeeze, it can cover the entire zone, which will be really nice. And you want Pam's second gadget here, sucking the ammo and then killing your opponents. Pam again, you can even play her as an aggressive brawler. She's gonna be really good in that sense as well. But yeah, you can play her both ways on this map. So Pam is a very versatile brawler here. So that is it. We have gone over all of the 15 maps, all of the best compositions and other brawlers, as well as some other strategies on how to play each brawler. So if you all have enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. And if you have any other video suggestions for me, leave them down below as well. So that is it from me. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.